at 4:43 a.m. June 6th. Sometimes I want to say fuck rapping.
Okay, hi everybody and welcome back to Voices of the South. We are here, episode 16. So thank you to everybody for watching our previous episode 15. Yeah, we're back. Simone,
TP,
Aviwe,
and
Jacob.
Aviwe is here in spirit. And on that note, I want to send a shout out to Aviwe. Thank you for watching the vlog. How does it feel to be on the receiving end?
This is where you answer.
This is where your answers in the comment section. But thank you for your comments. Thank you for showing other people the vlog as well. And wherever you are, you need to share it as well. You see?
Yeah.
PE.
Yeah.
Send it to the PEans, please, man.
at work there, you see, send a link via email to your employees there and then say,
Yeah,
check
just
this
be like,
out,
oops, reply all, just send it to everybody. But anyway, thanks to our viewer.
Then fire all.
Fire all. And to our viewer's cousin who apparently watched it with him and gave some feedback. So to Bonga as well.
Salute us.
And then we want to send a shout out to Leslie Mapanga, who also commented very actively on our YouTube video, the episode 15. So thank you so much for that. Thank you. It's so nice to have so many comments on my video. We feel so watched. Nice to put it. And watched. Yeah, we feel so watched. Sometimes we don't know people are watching us. Sometimes you hear and you're like,
totally forget, like.
no one's gonna see this. We're shooting, but yeah. Okay, anyway. And shout out to Bantu hikers as well. Nah, they walk.
Okay.
Yeah. For those who want to join local, actually they're in Cape Town, Durban and Joburg, I think. So anyway, Bantu hikers, follow them on social media, and they have a hike next weekend. I think it's up Kloofnek or somewhere in Table Mountain. But anyway, so
You'll get the link in the description.
Yeah.
Simone will put it there for you.
So stick it. It'll be so much fun. And then you want to say a shout out to
Scholastica for watching and subscribing. So that's great.
Yes.
I love it.
There were a few people that subscribed in the week, but I don't know who they are.
There's also Preston 14 who also subscribed to your channel yesterday.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes. and
Shout out.
Shout out to him. So that is also great.
Okay, and you want to send a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to, so obviously my dad checked this out. So what happened is I put like a little status message, you see, of the vlog, and then there's a link. So I think my dad watched it, but he hasn't actually, gave me feedback yet. Except that I didn't comb my hair last week because he saw the video, he was like, bruh, you don't look like my child. So and also Christina. Yeah, Christina. So she
Your
says
ex?
No, she's not my ex. She is
Why are you blushing?
No, I'm just smiling, you see.
Oh, what happened?
Maybe it's his cousin.
No,
and now you made it awkward.
It's
someone-
not a cousin.
It's someone on Instagram. Sometimes you can make friends with people on social media, like total strangers.
What's your intentions with Christina?
Just friends. Like she's from the US. So anyway, shout out to Christina.
Shout out for the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I say penis while your dad is listening to this?
Yeah, nah. I think he'll be fine with that. Yeah.
So it's kind of,
Oh, what produced him?
So I guess that should be fine. Anyway, you already said it, so hey. Anyway,
And then you point to him and like,
Yeah. It's
like
bad.
my dad's penis produced me.
she got a t-shirt that said that.
My dad
Produced by
That will be too much, guys.
Substi. Anyway, moving swiftly along. Let's do some catch up.
Okay,
Are you done? Are you done?
I'm not done. I cannot be done.
Okay, so we're moving on to catch up. Apparently, R. Kelly was arrested and then released on bail.
Yes, but they didn't have money. That's the interesting part.
So how was he released on bail?
They scraped the money together. So
Who
I don't.
scraped the money together?
So I don't know if this is a way of his publicity team or publishing team or what you call it. His PR team, yes. His PR team is trying to get pity from the black society, because there was a GoFundMe and there's a group of women who started defending him and raised money for his release.
What?
Yes.
Are they? That doesn't make sense because what are they getting out of it?
What do they get out of it? Clout. We're in the era of clout.
But how does it? That doesn't make sense to me.
What do you mean by cloud? Isn't like cloud computing like?
Okay, cloud means like.
Because you remember I read
Clout
Amazon was.
with a T.
So with a T, not the D. Like.
Don't give free advertising to your company.
Yeah, please. Amazon. No, Jeff Bezos. No.
Actually,
Cut that out.
I forgot to mention actually. Like
Are you giving us free gear?
No, I resigned.
Now why you even
breaking.
mention them if you resigned?
Yeah, I resigned on Thursday because. Yeah, but
You like screw them. Walk out, Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos.
Bye.
I just went there, told them, gave a little resignation letter. I was like, no, I'm done. So because I have to go back to campus.
So you like attack?
No. I have to be very,
Like post Dalao Jimon.
Can you finish?
I just came there like.
He
and said,
already talks such little. I'm gonna cut him off.
Thanks.
I got you
You
back.
see? So like, but I just got there, submitted properly because I saw on LinkedIn they said like when you what's this? Like when you leave, always leave in good terms. You see, so even though like customer service is like soft skills, but I just had to bring in the resignation letter, done, left. Went to recorded my podcast, see now I'm getting into many things. So
Both you and Aviwa is too similar because you also came today with hungover like Aviwa. Like most.
No one knows it actually.
Whoa, but we can say penis, but we can't say that you drink.
I mean, penis, everyone has penises, but not everyone drinks.
Everyone doesn't have
I
a
don't have
penis.
penis. Guys, I do not have.
Female genitalia, isn't it like, doesn't...
No.
Cardi B even mentioned it.
She has a penis.
No. She once mentioned that, something
Are
like...
we going into clitoris this early?
A woman is basically like, the penis is like rolled inside. So other guy is just... But it was just a comment that she was
So
making.
what I actually have a penis inside of me right now.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
get
get
trouble
so
with that.
uncomfortable talking about R. Kelly and we go into penises and clitorises and
Yeah.
Clitori.
And I'm
clitori,
I'm
okay.
gonna be in too much trouble.
Some respect on that.
Yeah, so I apologize for my fellow
Viewers.
no, for you guys I'm apologizing.
You the one who started it off with penis.
No, I did not.
Okay. So we are 15 minutes in and spoke bullshit. And he's just sipping his tea, yeah. Okay. So local segment. We're speaking about a nasty...
Local means South African.
Oh yeah.
But this is for Christine, your crush from
Oh
the
yeah.
US.
Christine, so if you're watching, now is the local segment, you see. So yeah.
Well, we
But she's
are
not my
voices
crush,
from
guys.
the south.
Isn't it of the south?
What the Africa thing?
It started
around
with
there?
from, but now we are...
Oh,
of.
so that's a...
Yes, this is a beautiful genius artwork here with a
What
lot of
is Zulu
symbolism.
swear? A spear at
You
the
said
end?
we're not going into it.
Oh.
Oh, is that a Zulu spear?
Do you know what the spear means in South Africa?
Yes.
Jacob
I do.
Zuma's...
And we're back there. And we are back there. Anyway, so yes, it's a spear.
Jacob Zuma's.
So local segment, yes, means
Sure,
from
sure.
South Africa.
Sure. Jacob Zuma's. You say.
Now I'm gonna... You see, now the
I'm
Hawks
so close to
will start-
firing Jacob. Like this, like he's here. Like, not you here, but I mean, I wouldn't know. But like, you close.
Okay.
Because my iPhone.
Things for...
What is penis in Zulu? Or do you know?
In Zulu.
Spear.
Is umkhonto.
No, that's spear.
Okay, I know in Zulu like they use umkhonto like as a slang word for like penis, but I'm not sure exactly what's penis again in Zulu. Hey, but people are gonna say, yeah, this guy, why is he talking so much about penises, guys? But English.
No, don't speak to them. Tell them.
So spear is umkhonto in Zulu, but I'm not exactly sure what the real meaning of it is. So
Doesn't it come from umkhonto wesizwe?
You know like nasty C is Zulu. So
So,
does he have a spear?
well, he's got something on his body that's weird, apparently. And that's his reveal of his big toe. Like,
yeah, I saw that The two, ish, like, okay. I mean, for me, it's okay. Like, there's really, it's not really a big deal. But because like even the way he posted on Twitter, guys, I have something to reveal, and then a couple of minutes later or hours later, then he posted the video.
Yeah, it felt like hours later. And I was sitting at McDonald's, I didn't have a Wi-Fi.
And then your Wi-Fi cut out because your 15 megabytes
Almost.
finished
Almost.
before you revealed it.
So it's like, and then I saw, hey, but gosh, that too, guys. It's okay though. I mean, nothing is wrong about it. But when he removed that sock, and then like the two was like, but like I mean, it's natural. We all have like some sort of.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's about. I literally expected him to say that he is gay. He's coming out of the closet.
Or is going to get married, or
the build up. No. The build up to what he was saying was like, guys, he's been made fun of this thing for so long, and people always went on with him, and he's really been so nervous, and self-esteem is low because of these things. And I'm like, okay, it's got to be like you got to be coming out.
But yeah,
straight up got to be coming out.
After he showed the toe, I was like, so how did you have your relationship? So you had socks on all the time?
Yeah, because he said he just told his girl like the week before.
So how did you survive?
Masogis, that could be
So,
his nickname.
but now we can go to the beach though, without socks and shoes.
Yeah.
So. But I mean, some artists like Reason also mentioned like big ups to you, dude. Like so proud of you. But why? Let's see why. Like why did he have to do it? Because I also have things, and I'm sure we all have things that we'll just be on some. Look, guys, I have this thing, and
ooh, nasty, Simone.
nasty. See, yeah, right?
Oh.
Exactly.
Diverting the power, like the.
But I don't understand why. Like if you saying clout.
Volume.
Yes, I'm very loud at the moment.
Okay. You have been coughing.
But anyway, I feel like it was not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I could have lived without knowing. And now it's a segment on voices.
Voices.
So thank you for the
The
segment.
number one hating hip hop show, because
Are we haters?
no, that's what will be called soon.
No, you disclaimer.
Yeah, we could be,
Whoever says whatever on the show is of their own opinion and is not of voices.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the bright side though, like.
Yeah, we all work for voices though. We just need to get our contracts. This thing working without pay for voices.
Pro bono vibes.
Pro bono.
Isn't
No, you wanted to say something.
I was saying, looking at on the bright side, it's actually a tool like nasty like tool. Because I played soccer and I understand like the importance of kicking quality. Quality kicks. So that like I'm serious, like.
Okay, but he doesn't.
I am cracking myself.
No,
it's
but
a tool. Like,
yeah, it's a tool, but he raps. How is it a tool for rapping? Is he gonna use it as a mic?
My bro, guys, please, can we leave this guy's toe and just move on?
yeah,
Because
No, you wanted us to talk
no,
about it.
now we're roasting this dude, and I don't want to
No,
roast.
it's not about roasting him. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Which is why I don't understand why he made it a big thing. Why I was drawn, because after he showed
No
it,
pun in that.
I'm watching.
Make it a big thing.
Like I'm watching this thing and I'm like, I'm into it. I'm like, yo, this prize, he's big, man. He's gonna reveal something like so deep.
Another
And then
pun,
he-
big.
And then he takes off his damn sock, and then I'm like, what am I about to see? What's this about? Takes off his sock, shows it. I immediately swiped that video. I was like, fuck, no. Why?
Oh.
Like,
I think it says a lot about. Okay, really, also for me, it wasn't a big deal, but it says a lot about then the feelings that he went through because of that tool.
so must I now also talk about my feelings about like
Guys, it's
my
about
own
clout.
flaws?
Nasty hasn't been in the news lately. It's all about AKA. It's all about the reason. It's all about envy. It's all about these other. Nasty locally doesn't feature that much as other artists. And let's be honest about it. I know the Nasty fans will come after me like nobody's business, but that's just the reality. So how do you get people to actually mention you again on Twitter and all of these things?
But I also
Do
feel like
something.
he, and I might be also targeted for this, seems to be playing the victim about things? Was he like, he's always saying like people are always targeting him for things and he doesn't understand why, and he wants to give out positive vibes only, and why is he not getting it back?
Oh, he's 50 Cent now. Positive vibes only.
Or is that his current?
No. 50 Cent have two things on Instagram. Positive vibes and get strapped. That's his mindset. So when he likes you and he wants to send out, so he's the biggest troll on Instagram. So everything might be taken for trolling. So even if it's a compliment, so then he said positive vibes only. So then people know he means it.
Oh.
But when he say get strapped, then you know it's trolling, it's beef vibes.
50s. Still the coolest ever. Bro.
So we'd like to send some positive vibes to
Nasty C.
Nasty C's Big Toe.
No, to
And
Nasty C.
and that no, Nasty C's Big Toe, because that's gonna be his next album name.
Special toe.
Have you heard of Nasty C's Big Toe?
Special tool.
No, he called it.
You can call it. It's...
Oh, he said it's special tool.
Yeah, it's special toe. That's what he called it.
Okay. So anyway.
I was that in McDonald's of all places.
While eating.
No, while having a nice ice cream. But then the ice cream wasn't that nice because it was pop. Me and Diego, oh yeah, it's a whole story.
They go to McDonald's because it's Wi-Fi. They don't have Wi-Fi at home, so they just buy whatever.
Oh.
They'll have crappy coffee and crappy ice cream.
How long is the how long can you like surf?
No, it's only 50 megabytes.
Megabytes?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yo, that's like what, watching one video or something.
And you wasted it on that watching. Then we have Boity, who is a rapper, apparently.
I guess Boity's a rapper guy. Okay, no, but yeah, thing is, what confuses me firstly is that girl, Karen, ne?
Yeah.
Karen something like. I think it's important that I get her name right. Like, you know, people really don't like, you know. I'll look for her name.
We don't really care, just people will know who we're talking about.
What about those that don't then?
No, it's fine.
Then they can Google Boity Rapper.
Stole
UK
song.
Stole song from UK rapper. Just Google it.
Oh yeah, but that's true. And
We're
like,
not here to we're not lecturers.
yeah,
We don't get the facts right, they can find it out.
But like I think she like, because I checked her. Okay, I saw an article. They said she's a UK based rapper. So I'm
But
expecting.
she's also Tswana.
Hmm?
If you listen to the other song, it's like this is Tswana song. It's so. But
UK
let's
based
just go
means-
into the song because.
Yeah, but UK based just means that she's there now.
Oh, not like she's from there.
No. Then it would be UK born.
So I listen.
Oh, yeah.
I listen to both songs, and I must say the Boity song really sounds really similar to that song. But, and this is the discussion then we must have is, do you blame the artists or do you blame the producers? Because Boity is not big in the industry. She doesn't have creative control over music. So at this point she will get lyrics in a beat, you rap it, we spin it in the industry. So who do you really blame? Do you blame Karen or do you blame Boity? So
I actually, okay, because I thought of it like also at a different angle, that maybe they might, like when you're asking like who is it to blame, I thought maybe there could be no one, because you know sometimes these people always have these strategic ways of doing things. Maybe Boity might be pushing something with her, or she's trying to, you know, put her on or something. I don't know.
Then she would have given her a shout out.
Then who wouldn't have given who?
Then Boity would have given her a shout out, or she would have featured her on the track.
the thing is
But
that
maybe that's the usual way, right?
Boity's song took
like-
off.
Like for example today, Casper and AKA, people are still saying this controversy is fake. Maybe they
No,
behind
they
those-
said it is fake.
Hmm?
They came out and said that the whole beef was fake.
So really?
Yes.
Okay, then let's be honest now. Who really got convinced and thought that these guys were really against each other? I mean, there's a time when AKA clubbed Casper at a club, right? Casper even posted a picture like of his like side with like some little marks that he was like, I was just dancing in the club and then this guy came to slap me. But you see, all along, okay, I was totally convinced. I thought like this is really real. And sometimes to maybe give a shout out and say, okay, I'll put you on through that way. Maybe it's too typical. Maybe it doesn't cause a lot of noise. You spoke about clout. So
But what are
maybe-
you saying that is?
Okay.
I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Okay, so what I'm saying is it's maybe a strategic move, right? Or
For what?
Boity's trying to put her on, and she's like, they also like Nasty C, like the example you gave in Nasty C, like his content is, you know, what's this? You know, he's not, there isn't any news so far. So because of that, he gave us the big news. So
Big news.
So,
Alright, that's a
so
great
you're
callback.
saying that she's doing it?
Let's appreciate the joke. The big news. that's a good punchline. It's like,
But he did say that also.
huh?
He also said that. This is big news.
Yeah, yeah, but the big news, big toe, like it's it's like a.
Someone doesn't even want to laugh. She's like,
I'm over the top.
Okay, but it's something that we can get into, and I think this episode is really about clout. It's you saying what if they're doing it for clout? What if they through clout trying to get this other UK based rapper on? That might be a strategy, but you cannot really blame Boity. She's not the rapper.
and I feel so bad that she's not, because she's dope.
No, she has a
So
nice
you
body.
want her to be a rapper?
Yeah,
because she's dope.
Yeah, she's cool.
Dope,
Boity's
the
cool.
body is what about Boity is dope.
No, like just her vibe, like her personal. Okay, I like her, or maybe she's one of those celebrity crushes. So ish, Boity.
Oh, okay.
At
So
underscore TX underscore photography or one.
That's way too much. Even
Oh.
for me. Like, I would be like, but no, it's fine.
Nah, maybe she's checking what she's saying.
Simplify.
Okay.
Nah, she will check out.
Oh, you mean the handle?
Simplify your handle.
Yeah, I always is, and I can't find it.
No, yours is perfect.
Underscore. It starts with the underscore.
Yeah, TX.
Ish.
Actually, I wanted like a proper one, but I also want to change it actually, because it was text photography first, and I thought text is bad. It sounds like I just want to take your.
Your money.
Yeah, because the title was like I'm trying to pay my taxes through photography, like a little. But I was like, nah.
You know what I'm gonna do now?
Mm.
After this, I'm going to register one called Tapelo Khaje.
I have that one.
You have that one?
It's just on the side, but it's still private for now, so I'm
Oh.
not really using it.
Okay.
But like I want.
No, but I want to steal someone's identity, man. Then you must buy it back from me.
That's actually.
It happened to Kevin Gates. He had to pay over $1 million to get his proper name back for Twitter, you know,
Yo.
because someone else registered it.
Also, who is this person that posted okay, never mind. Let me slide past.
Logan, what's it? What is
No, we're still here by speaking of clout, aka name change. I think it's clout as well.
King Forbes, from AKA to King Forbes.
I mean, I checked it out, but okay, the name AKA is it's okay, but also it's like AKA. It's so kind of usual. I think when it comes to branding yourself, especially, it's important to have something that if you want to go global, everyone can recognize, right? So, for example, Black Coffee, very cool name. Apparently, how you got the name. His ex used to call him that. You know these lovey-dovey names that couples call each other. So he called him my Black Coffee.
Or maybe he was strong and black.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the way she liked him in.
Yeah, you never know, you see.
Like, strong.
As in like...
Just move on from that.
Oh, okay. Okay, but anyway, so I'm thinking AKA was actually fine. And also because of the impact that he has already done, like there's no need for him to change
There
his
is
name.
no need for him to change his name. I totally agree because it says it in the name, aka. AKA means also known as, or whatever he decided it was going to be. So, in that, you don't have to change your name. You can be AKA King Forbes, AKA Forbes, whatever you want to be.
AKA Whack Rapper.
AKA weirdness, like whatever you want to be.
King.
AKA means,
South Africa's Lil Wayne. AKA.
Okay, we get it. But point is, AKA is anything it can be. Why would you want to change it? Because now nobody's gonna call you that. It's like changing a road name, bruh. Or changing the name of like, my mother still calls cornflakes post toasties. Like she's never gonna change. She calls them the movies, when you go to the movies, the bioscope. Like, people don't change the name of the road like a Swartrika road. No, but it changed.
But it was successful for Kato.
For?
Kato.
Kato, yes.
Well, not really. We still go on Kendrick.
But wouldn't you say...
Yeah, no, but you see, he came into the game as Kato.
But he wasn't that well known by then. okay, I think like when the noise started coming out, we knew him as Kendrick Lamar. We didn't first know him as Kendrick Lamar, and then he changed. To,
Guys, it's too early for Kendrick.
but you get my point there.
Yeah,
But it's
because
too
it
early
didn't
for
start there,
Kendrick.
but AKA became big, but it doesn't make sense to change his name if he wasn't doing well. Like Prince changed his name.
Well, but I just think like
That's
King
the-
Forbes is really
It's going the other way, man.
Egotistical.
huh?
It's going the other way.
No, it's like really
Like AKA
it's
is
corny. It's
AKA
like,
is a dope name,
yeah,
and then you want to change it,
like King Forbes.
but it's not.
No.
It's like.
It's like really corny. It's like
Does he want to be on the
Forbes.
Forbes list?
Especially
No, his surname is Forbes.
Oh.
the Forbes is cool, but the king part, these king, even like these cheesy T-shirts where like you see a guy wearing,
King and queen.
hey, those things are so cheesy. Oh, I hate them so much.
If everybody's kings and queens, we're all royalty. We all come from the same god. So, yeah, it's not egotistical, but it's just, really another person calling themselves king.
Alright.
Oh, I have a question, guys, for you. Because you know, Dumi did the same thing. What do you think about Dumi's name change then? Because at least with his name change, he even changed his brand. Like Stogie T now, he's like more cigars. You know, like your Jay-Z kind of vibe, the classic kind of brand. That's who Stogie T is.
It first became unknown and underground out of the hip hop scene for a long time, and then he came back with a really dope album, Honey and Pain. That shows of his lyricism, his flow, his bar breakdown, and a type of consciousness that was kind of not there with that particular sound. So then you become still GT. But you cannot be whack and then change to King Forbes. You still stay whack.
You say you cannot change your name for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, reason bar.
You cannot change your name to no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like K-N-O-W.
No reason.
You want to change your name to no... Oh! Trademark that one.
Yeah.
You want to change your name to no reason.
I didn't get that one.
Oh, no,
Okay, let me
one
write
day.
it down too.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Basically, he wants to change his name.
No, don't explain the bar. Don't explain. You will have to catch it.
No reason. No, like
No.
No.
Like the no, like the.
Like no.
You see now you.
You could have paused it anytime. You're right there. Also take photos, because like the last time we didn't take photos.
I did.
Now where are the photos? Because we didn't post any of them. Okay. So our next conversation is on the 2 music videos that came out over the past 2 weeks, I think. So we've got Cardi B, Bruno Mars, Please Me, and we've got J. Cole's Middle Child music video.
Like, which one do you like? Which one do you guys like?
You said it at the same time? Same time?
Same time. 1, 2, 3.
Middle Child.
Yeah.
You guys are so corny. I like. You really believe that I'm gonna say it together with you guys?
Yeah.
Aw.
Well, guess who was the lame one in this one? 3 of us, 2 of us were in. So,
Okay.
guess you're lame. So, obviously you're going with J. Cole.
Or you also like J. Cole's one, or
You're really
Cardi
going
B.
to choose Cardi B's one over J. Cole? Like, I don't even think that's a...
or both? Is it a tie?
As Justin
Yes,
Bieber says, it's a no-brainer.
Oh, visually also, it's J. Cole. Because for me, music videos, of course, I don't listen that much. I pay attention more to like the visuals. So
Okay, what Simone showed me is that Please Me of Cardi B, Bruno Mars is the same as Tease Me is 3 T's 1. Am I correct?
I said yes. I said that it's biting off Tease Me.
No, it's not biting, it's copying.
isn't it sampling? Because that
Even
No,
the music video,
no,
you
no.
sample the music already, the whole sound of the music, and then you sample the music. You sound the music. Tease me, and then you please me, and then it's the same kind of retro sound.
Same concept as well.
And then you
The whole idea.
and then the video is exactly the same as the treaty one. No, man, at one point you were
Some
copying.
examples.
But the videos, okay, the videos are quite different though.
No,
yeah,
it's
well,
not
it
different.
comes out of 2 different eras.
No, it's not different. I can break it down for you. So, in the Please Me one, which is the most recent one, is you have a group of guys sitting at a diner,
Mm-hmm.
and 4 girls walk in, or 5 girls. 5 girls walk in.
Mm.
In the Tease Me one, you have a group of girls in a bar playing pool, and 4 guys are walking in. It's the same concept. What is different?
No, but but guys, it's a bit different though.
No.
How?
I mean, even okay, I understand the part that it's in 2 different eras, right?
Mhm.
But I didn't, or maybe I'm just looking at the obvious, like the colors. One is bright red and white. The other obviously is like, you know.
There are a lot of colors back then in the day, but okay, on our
No,
cameras.
no, but there were colors back then.
No, but we're not saying everything is the same. So the concept of the
No,
the
concept
video,
is the same.
The concept is the same.
Exactly.
Okay.
Copy
Tease
the
me, you just want to make me, please me, whatever the fuck they're talking about. Like, it's just, and then Cardi B starts her line off with lollipop. I'm sorry. I'm just
No, but you see, Cardi B.
How can you start
Cardi B didn't write that,
Lollipop.
Simone.
and ass talk? Like, I know, I really want Cardi B fans to be, please explain to me what
You mean Diego?
about Cardi? What about her? Because now she's in this music video. She walks into a diner.
Simone, she's getting paid.
She is wearing. I mean, her hair looks like Egyptian
But she
god.
didn't do it.
This is the image. This is what we spoke about last week. Last episode. Last episode we spoke about her being a constant performance.
No, but
No, but listen to me first. If you chipping in a whole time. Whole time.
okay. By the way, it's a side note. In that Rocco
Hey, yeah.
in the Rocco documentary one, is this the scene where he was shooting. So he had this documentary filmmakers
There's a long sidebar.
that follow him. So then you had this really hardcore sex scene, and then
YouTube channel.
as they were done, they walk in. The person, his cousin is his like his his director and filmmaker and editor and everything. So even the cousin was like, that's the best Rocco scene ever, and they were really celebrating. And just to find out that the cousin didn't press play.
Oh, that's so terrible.
And then Rocco had to do it all over again, and he was tipped, he was dry, there was nothing.
Oh, you didn't like press record?
Yes.
A whole scene.
Yes, like. And once it's missed, like you can't get. It's very rare to get like that perfect
Yo,
like recording again.
that happened with my research. Yo, a whole interview I recorded, my
The
phone
reason,
doesn't record.
so the reason why I'm giving the side note is that I had to check now if I press record.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Well, let's continue. Side note.
And this is our director. Okay, so I don't know. Were you smoking today? Cause
No, so Cardi B.
no, guys.
teased me.
Like I really want to know. I mean, even if you're not writing your own stuff, Cardi, it's what must I do with lollipop? Why?
Oh, okay. Can I?
No, but you know why? You know why I'm mentioning that? Because the music video wasn't so bad when it started. It's like, okay, it's cool. I like the vibe. They're going in with a traditional girl meets boy group, and then there's always one of them that makes contact, and they find a connection, and then they break out to a dance scene. You know, I mean, like that's real life. Because you're not gonna walk into a diner wearing what she was wearing. Anyway, and I know it was after the party, but still. Anyway. So like Bruno Mars started off so nicely, man, the way he's looking at her and he's on some please me, turn around, tease me. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. And then she comes out and she's on some lollipop.
But
Ask her.
Listen, guys, this is my thing. I know you want to say something. You go ahead, please, because I'm going really hard now. My next is gonna be hard.
Yeah, you just wait for the
Okay.
mixtapes.
So I understand you say you don't understand the concept of lollipop, right? But I see
I
it
do.
as
No, I understand the concept. I understand what she's saying.
What,
but I'm just
what
like,
is the concept of
how are you
lollipop?
starting a bar or a rap or
Mhm.
a song with lollipop as twerk? Like, it's not clever. It's not even like, even she should have been like, guys, who wrote this? She should have been on some point like, can I start with a I want your body? Like, then I'm cool, then I'm there.
Give him.
Okay, no, but that was just
Like,
actually no, but like that extra information actually leads or it reinforces my point. Like, in a sense that I think like obviously there's a huge branding that any rapper or celebrity or famous person has, right? So already when one thinks of Cardi B, okay, personally for me when I think of Cardi B, obviously she's, you know, she doesn't give a F, that's for sure. She does
She
things
does give a F, but okay.
but to a certain extent then, let me say she doesn't.
A brand.
let him talk.
Mm.
You also cut it.
And she has this, and I mentioned it in the previous episode, or maybe the previous. I almost said 2 episodes ago. And I was
No, this is only your second. I don't know where you've been before that.
so, and like I said, like she has that vibe, man, like that nasty kind of vibe going on, but not too nasty. But she has that kind of bitchy vibe,
Okay, yeah.
not in a disrespectful way though.
Yeah.
Right. So because of that, her starting with lollipop, because she has that enticing kind of personality that she gives off. So lollipop as twerk, and of course even the title of the video is "Please Me" or like title of the track. So for me it's like she gets straight to the point because it's about pleasing, right? Please me. So lollipop nyana there with her little twerk nyana there. So it's like, you get me?
Can I have my?
You don't get me.
I totally get you, but that's what I'm saying is that there's no level of, like, Bruno Mars directed the music video.
And producer.
He produced the song as well. He is part of every process in that song, so you can see him in it. So when he started the song off with "Please Me, turn around and tease me," okay, you're on some, you know, R. Kelly vibes a little bit there. If you think about, you said last week about, we can say that Chris Brown had it coming because of how his music is set up. No, remember you said that? So I'm saying that if you look at that line, and next minute Bruno Mars is in the news for some sexual assault, we're gonna go back to that.
You know.
No, but what I'm saying is, he started it out with that, man. Please me, turn around and tease me, and it's like, okay, it's fine, because
But
you're setting up the song.
but that sounds like an R. Kelly song.
It does as well.
That's an R. Kelly melody. You cannot. That's like
Yeah,
really bump and grind kind of.
But the only thing that I heard when I listened to the song was "Tease Me." That's why I went back to. I'm like, as soon as I watched the song, I'm like, the sound's way too familiar. And Freety was like my boy band, so I went back to them and I was like,
My thing is
There's no difference.
is that people give Cardi B a lot of flack, but she is just an artist getting paid by a record label. In this particular one, Bruno Mars had all of the control. He did it with 24K Magic, he did it with finesse and all of his things. And
even
what he-
choreographed the dance.
yeah, so he steals of this old, he doesn't come up
Yeah.
with anything original.
It's not.
And you can see that in this particular one, he really said, Cardi, you must dress like this, lollipop, all of this. He was in charge of the choreography
control.
and everything. So I think we must give Cardi B the credit that she deserves.
She doesn't deserve credit.
No, she just featured on someone's track. And she did exactly what
So
it did.
she was actually just an extra.
No, she wasn't an extra, she was a...
Featured extra.
No, she's not a featured extra.
Featured extra.
She was a central role in it.
Featured extra.
Okay. So, J. Cole, since some people really get upset over Cardi.
Okay. So, yeah, J. Cole's Middle Child.
Music video, let's just make
Can
it.
I also say that this is... no, I did listen to the track before, but I think a few times. But when I saw the music video, the lyrics made more sense for me. So I love the music video. In the beginning, when he started out, now it's dark at the back and it's just him in the middle, and then the flash on the beat, man. That for me, that killed it. The flash on the beat of the people behind him, and then immediately I was like Kendrick.
Oh, you mean like the style there?
Yeah. I think it was Humble. In
Yeah.
humble,
Wow.
similar.
Wow, look at you.
In the church there, is it the one? Where is
The church with
With
the
the light.
with the one with all the guys' heads.
Look at you. I even missed that one.
That's when he's so impressed with me.
I missed that one.
In the beginning, I was like Kendrick, and then I was like, Kendrick, and then I'm watching him like this is gonna be a Kendrick video, and then the scene changed to the morgue. Then I started paying attention. I was like, oh shit, he switched it up heavy. And from that point on, then it was the dirt under the shoes. Then it was the mud and the car that he was fucking up. And it was a good car. And then they were actually in the forest the whole time. And he's always in the middle of
Forest
the
Hill
screen.
Drive. The
But,
Forest,
yeah.
the people didn't get it. The Forest Hill is Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah.
Would you say then to...
That was his Grammy that he never got.
No, but like, my question is like, would you say then, because you're saying Forest Hill Drive, right? Is he like extending his art or something like that? Because you know most these artists, because they are artists at the end of the day, like they have their intentions are very strategic, some are long term. So when you just mentioned Forest Hill Drive, I'm thinking now, it's like the message is still continuing. Or,
Of course.
Oh.
Now, yeah, but that's what he's saying in the whole concept of middle child, that he's been placed in the middle. He's in between old school and new school, and he's in the middle, and that's his constant struggle. That he has to, people want him to fit into the old school, or he must pull, what does he say in the thing? He must look to his fathers or something like that, respect the old, and also give credit to the new. So he's always stuck in the middle, just like a middle child, and it's just annoying. And the opening scene is about, is a Grammy type of awards show, where everybody is not paying attention to him. And he's been in the game for such a long time with all the big ones, and then nobody's paying attention to him.
But I think that the opening line of the song set the J. Cole sentiments.
Which is?
I don't have it. I don't want to mess up the plane there. Do you have it?
No.
I really like the it's cold now in the US, ne? That's
Yeah,
why
it's
it's
like
really,
extremely cold.
because that's why I like the part of the car. Maybe just because I've always liked off-road cars, but the shoes in the morgue, the dirt, like I mean they showed it so many times that for sure there's some sort of symbolism behind it.
No,
Yes.
didn't you get it?
I got it.
Which one is it?
So they showed the red dirt under the shoes, and then they showed the dirt in the forest, the red dirt. So it represents the red carpet
Yeah,
that you walk on it. But also the reason why it was under the shoes is because also a shot at Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
And the finesse or the fakeness of the industry, that you usually see fancy people with the red bottoms, but now that the red bottoms is red dirt, which is a red carpet that came off on the shoes.
Yeah.
Deep. So, niggas has been counting me out. That's the opening line. Is that, and that sets it up. The Grammy, Forest Hill Drive, all of those things where he was supposed to really get the Grammy award is about it. So if you listen to this sound, and that's what a lot of people doesn't get, this is the KOD sound. So why is this suddenly celebrated when KOD wasn't celebrated? And for me still, up until today, KOD was supposed to be Grammy nominated, and it was the strongest album of 2018.
Yeah.
I stood by it last year and I still stood by it today.
And then he comes in with the real ones be dying, the fake ones be lit. So that's where the morgue scene comes in. So the real ones be dying, but the fake ones be lit. So that's also the thing with the red. And then you have the...
He's always been counted out like...
But this is why I think the GOTD, GOMD,
Get on my dick!
that one
Gig,
popped
penis,
up.
lollipop. You get it?
No, we talking about
Big
J.
toe.
Cole, you know, you can't make fun.
okay.
The whole episode, man, is like penis, get on my dick, lollipop, big toe,
I do not endorse
spear.
this message. It is on my YouTube channel. I do not endorse these messages. So comments of I am the only female estrogen person in this room.
Okay.
Anyway, but he also says, but
You and Mona Lisa.
the Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it, you all in my name.
Oh, Mona Lisa, they... No. Thing is, like, I'm trying to listen there. As I'm trying to listen, so Jacob
And
makes
also my
comments.
fault that you are easily distracted.
So as I'm processing your, and then his later processes, then I'm like, ding.
Yeah,
You see?
but even though it
So-
still doesn't,
Okay, I'm sorry. Man.
not an apology.
But so Jacob then should also
Then let's move on.
also be quite busy.
So we're moving on to mixtapes.
Alright, guys, where do you want to jump in early? Can I go first?
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, let's take it.
No, this was your topic, so bring it out. Why did you want us to go into mixtapes?
Okay, so when this mixtape came out? So
What is a
far-
mixtape?
Let's start there. But let's get, before that, let's start at the beginning.
Oh, you doesn't
So
want
when-
to start.
So when this mixtape was released, a lot of people start saying that this is the greatest mixtape ever released. No, it's a big claim for me. So I was like, who is the other people during that particular time who released mixtapes? And J. Cole in 2009 released a mixtape, and Kendrick in 2010 released a mixtape. So the J. Cole mixtape is the warm up, and the Kendrick one was overly dedicated.
So Drake's one was in 2000
9.
also okay. Yeah.
So, and today, in most circles, the debate is who is the greatest rapper of these three. So there's always Drake sells the most, streams the most. J. Cole has the better sound. Kendrick
Most consistent also.
most consistent. Kendrick is the better rapper of all of them. So the debate always comes back to this three, and this three mixtape kind of set it up for the rest of these people's career, but also changed the sound. So what do you guys? So what do you guys think? Because a mixtape is the experimental project.
Yeah.
That is what a mixtape is supposed to be. And then you have an album where it's more artistic project, where you kind of find your sound through the mixtape and then try to get a artistic project going forward. So what do you guys think?
Of the 3 mixtapes.
Yeah.
So wait, someone who said that Drake's album was the best mixtape? Or Drake's
It's
mixtape?
Twitter. It was the Twitter
Twitter
buzz.
said, okay.
Wait, South African Twitter? Or... Because you know, or was it like...
No, it was a trending thing on
Oh.
Twitter.
So
So when it was released, so a lot of people started commenting and liking and saying that this was the greatest mixtape ever released.
What do you think? I was just
Oh.
telling the audience I don't think so.
Okay, so Drake, as you guys know, like I don't really listen to him. Actually, I don't. See. but
Why? Why is the question?
so why I don't listen to him is because I don't understand. I mean, his music is cool. Like generally singers, like I don't listen to music where there's singing involved. It's just my thing. So Drake sings a lot, and he speaks about feelings, which things that it's something that I didn't understand back then.
I like.
But like I'm slowly now understanding what feelings are all about.
In my feelings.
But I hate that space because feelings are.
Yeah, because you're a guy.
But so now how can you and Christina then get to a particular level?
I don't know.
This is the part where you also just skip over what Jacob said and then carry back with the conversation because we only have 10 minutes.
Yes, thanks for saying my life. Jay is always like, is it devil's advocate, ne?
Yes.
Yeah, Aisha,
That
why?
is him.
It's
Always.
killing me. And it's Sunday today.
Sometimes it helps, especially when I went to go buy my laptop. He helped me be the devil's advocate there.
Like good.
So then I had to fight for what I wanted.
No, it's not a laptop she bought. It's a MacBook.
A MacBook.
A MacBook.
Because you have to say it like that.
Huh?
MacBook.
MacBook. Yes. But okay,
Anyway.
but Drake, yeah, his music is cool, but I'm fine. I don't listen to him, so I can't say much about it.
Let's get to the point.
But you asked me was
Yeah,
why.
not get to the point.
So that's how I was wrapping up the Drake reason.
He's getting it to
Now
So far, go on. What do you think of it?
No, I haven't listened to it. Like I only
You can't, man.
yeah like
He can't do it.
thing is
It's like me listening to Cardi B's music. I just can't.
but you see but okay.
No, don't go there.
Okay, sure. But then Kendrick's one, yeah. For me, it's Kendrick's
Overly
one.
dedicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically because of the beats. Because I'm more into beats
Okay.
more than lyrics, right? And it sounds classic. There's almost this Kendrick sound,
Jazz.
classic jazzy feel, a feel good kind of, feel good, but not in a like a rushy way, but in a very chill. Like you can feel good, but you're still chilling and being fed
And
wisdom also.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
So-
You said it so well.
That's what I like. Kendrick's one killed it for me. And obviously, I think a lot of people can actually resonate with the music, young and
Yeah,
old.
yeah, yeah.
So that's cool.
What about the warm up?
The warm up, I also didn't listen to that one actually.
You are really
Counter revolutionary.
progress.
But it's fine. I listen to all of them.
Okay.
So for me, which order did I listen? I think I have been listening to Overly Dedicated since 2017, I guess. It's been on my, no, since last year. It's been on my playlist for a while. And I used to listen to it
So
at
you were
random.
overly dedicated.
I was overly dedicated. But like, so for me, is the sun. Now when we have to listen to it for homework, it's like,
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you for that homework.
yeah, no, but you see, you start listening to it with a different mindset. Now you start listening to it, all the intricacies of it. Before I used to listen to it for pure enjoyment, and then I chose my songs that I liked. But this time I also listened to it with a different ear, to listen to the lyrics and all these things. And then for me, it was like, it's just like you say, the way you describe it so perfectly. So it's got all these elements of classic and then jazz coming through and then old school hip hop, but also Kendrick. Like it's hard to explain, but Kendrick just comes through in it. But so I have a few of his songs that are my favorite. But before I go into that, then I'll go over Drake's album.
So
It's
fuck
so
on.
long. Drake's so long. Like it's too many songs. And then it just becomes redundant. It just becomes like, okay, we're still here. It's like when you're, oh, still here, still listening? Okay. So still Drake's album. It's just, it's there and it's great, and there's a few songs on it that appeal to me, but I also didn't really like it. I understand what he was trying to do, and the thing is for me, his sound hasn't changed since then. That's another thing for me. Like I feel like your mixtape is like needs to be a sort of a, what do you call this when a child a tantrum. I feel like a mixtape needs to be a tantrum.
Oh, what a beautiful description.
Because you are angry, or not angry, but you want to fight to get out. You want to put yourself out there. You want to just go crazy with your work, and it's a mix of everything that you're about as an artist. You need to throw a tantrum, but it's a very logical tantrum, yeah. Because you don't throw a tantrum alone with your mother or whatever. You throw it in the shop when you want sweets. And in the sweet aisle, it's very specific. Like you're very clear about, you're gonna throw it in the meat aisle, and your mother must not go back. Like it doesn't make sense. You already know all these things. Okay, my analogies are whack, but okay.
No, it's really not.
Cool. Like I like the tantrum part because I was thinking about how when Jacob was discussing the description of a mixtape, especially.
Yes.
It's like there's less limitations.
Yeah.
So because of that, you just can
You
just
just
go.
you just like throw up on the beats.
But I don't understand where you say it still sounds the same. Because wouldn't you say then Kendrick's sound also has always been the same?
No, but like when it comes to Kendrick, there's been a development in his journey. So on his track, and this is what across all three of the mixtapes for me, was a message of a hustle, I'm trying to make it. I'm holding it down for my homies, my day ones. It's the similar message about where you are at. And for me,
Except Drake.
personally, it is in his message. It is,
Like one or two, but it's
no, but
there's no loyalty
but it
in
is
Drake.
there. But it's on the surface.
Yeah.
Because I feel like his purpose or his goal, I don't know, this is my vision of his projects, his goal was not necessarily as deep and as entrenched as J. Cole and Kendrick's. So That's why I think
J.
that
Cole's is not even that deep.
that's why Drake's song has got successful. We was talking about cars and the hoes, money and what?
Money and the fame,
Yeah, I suppose.
yes.
I just want to
It's
be
not sure.
successful. That's what it says. I just want to be successful.
Or would you also maybe say it's because like it's like he jumped into rap because he was once an
Yeah.
actor. He wasn't like really.
Yeah, so
No.
that's what I'm talking about. It's not as
A blackface actor.
it's not as entrenched.
Oh, so that blackface thing is it from the past?
Yeah, Ali, the story of Ali
Yeah.
don't expose it.
I thought like it was something that he did recently. Also, it's just
Mm.
it's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like Kendrick's is rooted like within his spirit, and J. Cole's also. That's why they're still rolling out.
The warm up.
But what I wanted to say was, why did you distract me? I'm saying like it's they've got the same message across the board, right? But Kendrick did it so cleverly, and I was saying that for me it came at the right time to listen to this, because it's the messages I needed to hear, because I feel like I'm at my mixtape level of life, where I need to throw a tantrum because I also want to make it, and I also want to be whatever it is that I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm at that point, and listening to all 3 albums, it's like it's something that needs to pull you in your journey as well. You need to listen to where they came from, and you look at where they are now. You need to go, damn, like you listen to the mixtapes and they go like into your spirit, and you're like, this is why we started the section of today with ROTC from Overly Dedicated on Kendrick's album. And he started off by saying, sometimes I want to say fuck rap, I want money now. And for me, I asked Jacob the other day, play the song over. Just that, play it over, play it over, play it over. Because we, at that point in our lives, we were like, why are we hustling? Why are we doing these things? We just want money now.
You mean like there's more hustle but less money?
Yeah, and we wanna push, and we wanna make a name for ourselves, and we wanna do all these things, but we're not seeing results right now. And that's what Kendrick is saying on his whole Overly Dedicated, and even in the title, Overly Dedicated. He's saying like he had to push through. He wanted to give everything up. But what was that gonna do? And then he features on the track now in 2018 on Nipsey Hussle's song called Dedication.
That means it says a lot about his.
Yeah, so the journey connects for me. You see, so that's why I'm saying he just went for it and went all over the place. And when it comes to J. Cole's album.
Wait, before you go to J. Cole, Drake was he like a spoiled kid also?
He comes from a good middle class. He comes from a good middle class family.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't, and this is the thing about his music, is that in his music you don't find the struggle of a black person in North America.
Mm-hmm.
Because he comes from a really mixed race, an interracial one. So he escaped the hood. That's the one thing. So his aspirations is of course different than that of Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kendrick is a little bit deeper in the well.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
there's
just,
nothing wrong with
so it reflects really that the middle class aspirations from a middle class level. What is the next? What is the next level for me in a middle class struggle? Then you have J. Cole, whose mother is also college educated, and he has a college degree. So he is an educated person who eventually went to New York to kind of get a degree, but he just moved there to really trying to get to Hove and get his music heard.
Oh, so that was his plan?
That was his plan all along.
Now you can see that there's a strength
And he
in that also.
eventually got signed by Hove.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went to that area because of, some people are ding.
But you see, for me now, listening to J. Cole's mixtape and listening to his music now, I honestly didn't finish the whole mixtape because I got to like 3/4 into it, and I'm like, I've heard enough. In a sense, like, he's angry, man. He's so angry on there, and he's so strong in his hustle.
Passionate.
passionate. Yeah. So and you can hear it coming across, and for me it was like, it's too much. It's too much. And hearing his work now, there's a big disjuncture because he changed.
Oh, Simone,
It's such a big change.
you are really surprising me because we are speaking the same language, and even you, when you're saying that Drake sings on his records. So what you see with the 3 mixtapes is that Drake introduced a new sound to hip hop, what becomes distinguished in Drake's kind of the melodies and all of these things. It's also something that J. Cole then later addresses on Forest Hill Drive, is saying is that it's the melodies that make the sales. So it's not a classics like I produce on Forest Hill Drive that will make the sales and get the Grammys. So Drake introduced the melody, and the whole world runs after this particular melody and a softer kind of rapping style. And J. Cole comes out with his the warm up. That mixtape is passionate, it's fire,
it's so hard,
and it's not a mixtape. And this is what I want to tell people is that is a coherent project because there is no level of experimentation in it. You can see in the warm up that J. Cole is a really experienced producer, and it has a coherent sound from the beginning till the end. The song selection, the messages of each song, speaking to the warm up, the overall title is spot on. So for me, it's like if he calls the mixtape, it's just pre-signed. It's like pre-signed. Now I'm getting to get my sign with Rock Nation. But it's a coherent artistic project, and that is the best Cole project ever for me. Because I've listened to all of his work. That is the best Cole project ever, because he had passion, and then you get to overly dedicated. So what Cole introduced is good beats, proper. There is sampling on it, but from it you can hear the Cole beats. And this is the thing. There was a time when I was saying that Section 80 sound a lot like Cold World. When you listen to Cold World and you listen to Section 18, like it's like the same kind of sound. Just to find out that Cole produced High Power on Section 18. This distinct featured track on Section 80 was produced by Cole, and it was on Kendrick's album.
Is producing just literally making the track?
Making the track, the direction. So in music, the direction of the track is what producers do. So you will get the artist on it, and they will lay their vocals on it, but then the artistic component is still you as the producer to kind of see what the sound engineers and how you're gonna cut it, what samples is gonna go clear, how the sound eventually is going to. That is the job of a producer. So they don't have directors. In filmmaking, it's more the director has that kind of control, so it switches around. You wanted to say something?
Sure. You said now that the J. Cole's is more of an album. But I also feel like Kendrick's one also could have been an album if he just structured it a little bit differently, because he's got a lot of the things that he does now on there, you know, like the outros of certain things where he, like that snippet of Martin on there, like I'm ass out Gina, and like he still does that, and but anyway, you could have made it a better project also if you wanted to. But for me, I just want to talk about, I have to say my favorite song. So it's Ignorance is Bliss, PNP, ROTC, and Cut You Off. Like for me, those songs stood out, I think, for the message, but also because of the beats, man, and the classic, like the way it was just executed, and you feel it. And even the song that we listened to in the beginning, the ROTC, which stands for?
I'm not sure.
Roll your ass down below.
No, it stands for Right on Time Conscience.
Right on Time Conscience. Hey, I don't get why. Why did he decide to name the?
That he says it at the end of the song. Listen to the song again.
Or like the meaning rather.
Right on time. So the right on time conscious starts where he says, "These are my thoughts at 4:43 a.m. on June 6th," and then he says, "Sometimes I want to say fuck rap. I want money now," and then he talks about being in an abyss. Like that's how it feels to him. You're just in this abyss
Is it
trying
June
to
6th then?
hustle. June 6th. June 6th.
Okay. Because Cole dropped his mixtape on the 15th of June 2009.
But anyway, so so the whole song is about his conscience. He's writing the song at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's talking about this is his struggle. This is where he feels like he's in this abyss and he's alone. And why is he doing this? Why do I have to put in these hours? I want the money now. It's just I can just go out and get the money. I don't need to do this. So at the end he says ROTC, right on time conscience. It's kind of like talking about things come to you when you need to hear them. The inspiration or wisdom comes to you through different sources, but when you need to hear it. And that's when the conscience sits. Because I can tell you this now, it might not make sense to you. But when you need to hear it and you need to implement it, it might pop up, and that's when he's talking about right on time conscience. So for me, those are the tracks, my favorite tracks from him. And the other albums, yeah, like I said, there's Anger, there's Mediocre, and then there's Kendrick, Beautiful.
But for the audience in particular,
Yeah.
I would say go listen to those 3 mixtapes.
Yeah.
Those 3 mixtapes is actually what shifted the hip hop sound from the kind of auto-tune to where it is now, and completely take the Wayne and all of those sound that was introduced to completely change it. So you said is that Kendrick sound didn't change. For each project, Kendrick had a different sound.
Very different. Like if you look at Damn, I think he sounds more intense and more angry, like J. Cole's first one. He sounds like that on Damn. Like there's very few songs where he gets to that point.
Emotionally, but also it's a trap album.
Yeah.
And then the previous one was a kind of a soul Negro spiritual kind of one, which is the Bomba Butterfly. And then you go on to Good Kid, Mad City, which is really sonic. It's the best sonic album that you can get in terms of bass, in terms of the output, the beats. It's a
if you
sound.
listen to them, you should listen to them off each other.
Starting with Drake.
No, starting with Section 18, the Kendrick
Only
one.
Kendrick's albums.
Oh, not that, I thought you were referring to Drake.
And then you do the same with J. Cole, and you do the same with Drake.
But like,
there's a lot to learn
won't
from
be
it.
able to get through Drake.
No, you will get to.
I can't even either.
Yeah, I'll.
But
because my best friend likes Drake, so I'll probably just do it and say, "Ish, man, I'm doing
But
it."
I also agree with you with the singing vibes, because even in his rap, it's singing.
Oh, actually, I have a question about that, about the singing part, because you mentioned how. So basically, Drake introduced that, right? Sort of.
Yeah.
Like that singing, rapping.
Nelly
kind of
did it before Drake.
Who?
Nelly.
Oh, Nelly. No, but Diddy, what was that?
Cat.
Yeah. So that's just our creative executive. Yeah, okay, but they probably didn't hear the song.
Nelly did it, and then there's a lot of people who did it before him. But I'm saying is, a lot of Drake's music is R&B. So it's R&B and hip hop on one album, and that's the mixtape. That's the So Far Gone mixtape. That is what the So Far Gone mixtape brought to the table. Is that I'm going to mix R&B with hip hop, and I don't care. And that is what Nicki produced. And these are all of the rappers that is under the same label. The Genius of Birdman. And as a lot of people doesn't speak the Genius of Birdman.
So what was your question?
Okay, you mentioned something about, first it was a comment about like, because I thought that basically he sort of like pioneered it, but you explained it well that the people have been there. Maybe his success is more bigger, right? So my comment was like, you remember earlier on I said he didn't really experience that tough life because he came from a well-off family. But now thinking of it, the criticism he had to bear, because people were like, who would listen to a singing nigga? People always say that about him.
it's going to be different, yeah.
So maybe that's one part of his struggle that he had. But another point that Jacob mentioned is the melody part. That melody is what makes sales. Like it really.
That's J. Cole.
It triggered me. Like, can you explain that part? Because I want to understand how.
Okay, so if you listen to Kendrick's the award-winning J-Rock and Kendrick and Future and James Blake song King's Dead, what is on that track? Future's melody. Switch by Black, melody. Offset.
Summer. What's that other one by Summer?
It feels
With
like
Kendrick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Featuring Kendrick. Who sings it? Oh.
it's
That one that I didn't like in the beginning.
Tints.
Tints, yeah. Also got that same.
So-
King's Dead, ne?
King's Dead is. So the melody in hip hop becomes an important feature of selling for a particular generation. Remember that a generation value music, and this is what Snoop said in his interview with, I think, who was it, Complex, where he and Vince Staples once. It sounded like he grew with his audience, he grew with his fan base. So his fan base never left him. He's in his 50s or he's approaching his 50s. He is still, his fan base is still his fan base. So he grew with that fan base. So a generation is with the artist for long. So your little Zange, your little pumps and all of this sound is going to be there for a generation, whether you like it or not. And this is what Cole is trying to do with Middle Child, and what he said in the Little Pump interview is, I am already onto the next sound.
Yeah.
Who said that? J. Cole.
J. Cole. I'm onto the next sound. What's the next wave going to be? And that's what he used to diss on KOD, to diss Lil Pump with, was 1985.
I'm so upset we didn't get into the J. Cole music video. We didn't get into it. Because now you're touching on the scene in the cabin.
But we did, or you mean
No,
like...
Jacob stopped it with the whole conversation and then we didn't go into it.
Oh, yeah, because I also still have like... a couple
The
of
cabin,
things.
when they have the heads of the animals, but they had the rappers.
Oh, in the house there.
Man.
Kind of what's that thing called? A taxidermy. Like that, when you have like a... So basically he poached the rappers.
No.
Kill them and put them
Kill
up as
them,
in
yeah.
trophies.
But
Like, this sound is not
but
gonna
it's, but
continue.
it's shots, man.
Yeah, super
If
short.
people watch it properly, especially the last one that says, you asked for a feature. This person asked for a feature, look where you end up.
Not a collab.
And then there was the role of the black woman in the music video, and the white woman. But now people have to go watch it and assume what we wanted to say.
You know, I feel like J. Cole, like he's in his own world, like literally.
Okay, the only reason why J. Cole
Cole's world.
doesn't get so much awards is because after the warm-up, he didn't release fully coherent works under one theme. You have Born Sinner, but Born Sinner is more like a selection of songs. And this is the problem that I have that with J. Cole under Rock Nation, is that he's forming years in his albums under Rock Nation is the kind of Hove style of a selection of songs, and it's not a coherent project. So now you're competing with a dude like Kendrick, who puts out the record that you have to listen from beginning to end. And now they start comparing with you. They can start comparing your music to Kendrick's music. So that's the one thing that Cole must do, is to kind of put more a coherent sound out, not a coherent theme out there. Make it a story, make it something that a person will listen from the beginning to end. Because not all people is like me, will listen to an album, and I don't care about the tracks. I don't care if the track is ROTC. I'm listening from beginning to end to summarize it, because your album have a title. If it's Born Sinner, what are you trying to tell me with regards to sinning and being born as a sinner? What can I get out of it? And that is what I want to get from a project. Not a selection of songs. And then you have a track on it which is called Born Sinner.
So you're saying like his work is just, it's not well finished, it's not...
The warm-up is a coherent project. It's a warm-up.
Yeah, you put it in there.
And you can, from the beginning till the end, it's warm-up.
But it's funny, but if that's how he's warming up, so much fire.
Bring me to
Yeah, he's warming up and
the
then
championship. which is a Meek Mill album.
So, on that note, I want to put out a challenge there to you guys and to everybody listening, that go and listen to the last song on To Pump a Butterfly, which is Mortal Man. And if you can listen to that track, as in with earphones, the full track is like 11 minutes. The full track, and if you can tell me that you did not have a lump in your throat at the end of that thing, then I will buy you a drink.
Here's another thing. No, I didn't cry, so you must buy me a drink. Here's the thing. Listen to Pump a Butterfly from the beginning till the end to Mortal Man. And then...
Yeah, also, but if you don't have time for that, only Mortal Man. But if you have time, listen to the full track. Because even if you listen to that one track, you're going to want to listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
From beginning to the end. And then we can talk about Kendrick again. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. And we shall see you.
And listening.
Yes. So please subscribe, follow us on social medias. We're on all social media platforms. And comment also there. Let us know what you guys think. And maybe you'll be featured. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bing.